Clean, speed, and jerk ladder. We are in the Coliseum at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison, Wisconsin. I'm Sean Woodland alongside Bill Grundler, and Mike Arsenault is on the competition floor. We are in the semifinal round. We have cut the field from 38 to now 20, and the weights have increased.
It has increased, and this is that evolution from that 2014 CrossFit speed clean ladder. We're going from the ground overhead, so it's going to speed, clean, and jerk ladder, and look at the size of those numbers.
We start at 280 pounds and we work our way to 310 pounds. We'll have 4 heats of 5 men. Keep an eye on Patrick Vellner in the middle of the floor. He has made a frantic charge up the leaderboard after finishing 35th in the opening event. Vellner first to 280 pounds. 2-minute time cap in this heat. Vellner is done, and he will make his way to 290, as will the rest of the field.
Now the pace has really changed from the first heat, that quarterfinals, to this particular semifinal. The weight is much heavier, so you need to make sure that you're ready to take that bar off the ground. You can't rush to it too much. You have to make sure you're ready.
Patrick Vellner up to 300. Rasmus Anderson is done first with 300 pounds. Zeke Grove is done as well. And now Patrick Vellner in the middle of your screen. Anderson is on the far left. Zeke Grove is on the far right. Alex Smith is in the tank top on the right of your screen. And Alec Anderson is on the inside on the left. Anderson cleans 305. That is done. Rasmus Anderson is done. And now Zeke Grove will be the first man to 310. Here comes Patrick Vellner as well. Grove has to hit the jerk. He will.
Wow.
Zeke Grove is in. Patrick Vellner has the weight above his head, and Patrick Vellner will finish second. Alex Smith is across the finish line. Alex Anderson, and now Rasmus Anderson struggling to get that one stabilized, and he gets the good signal, and now Rasmus Anderson is in. The top 5 times will move on to the winner-take-all final heat.
Very impressive with Zeke Grove off to the, you didn't really see him, he was on the far side of the screen, but very powerful, just kind of crept himself through there, and that's a matter of having that confidence when you go into each one of these lifts. Know when you're ready to go and then hit it, but I'm really surprised with the way Vellner was in that particular one. So if you look right in the middle of your screen is Pat Vellner. We really were wondering what he was going to be able to do coming into this heavy barbell work. And you know what? He was kind of hanging towards the back just a little bit. He wasn't doing anything real surprising with Rasmus Anderson all the way on your left-hand side, making his way through all those first sets of barbells and didn't get hung up to the end. Zeke Groves doing the split, working that split all the way down. You see on the right-hand side of your screen, taking his time, making his way all the way back. Very powerful split jerk. Watch the split with Zeke Groves. Boom. Very powerful. Strong position. And then we get to that final set of the bars. You saw everyone approach. They knew that it's heavy. They know they need to get it to count. And Zeke Groves was the first one to grab that bar and just attacked. Nice split. Very strong position. All these guys making their way up. You can see the determination. You can see how much they're thinking about, I need to make this happen. Zeke Groves a little bit of a bobble. You see his elbow in the bottom right hand of your screen, but then Vellner stuck in there the whole time, and a great finish for him. Unbelievable job by Pat Vellner.
Zeke Grove takes the first heat, but remember the top 5 times move on, so Pat Vellner is still very much alive here with 3 heats remaining in the semifinals. This is the second of 4. In the middle of the screen is Craig Kenny, one of the bigger, more powerful athletes in the field. He should do well here in these semifinals.
Well, you know, he had the 240-pound strict press, so I just don't think these weights are going to be too rough for him going overhead.
Craig Kenny looking to crack the top 10 with a solid result here in event number 6. Nick Urankar is another guy who can throw some weight around.
I mean, look at the bowling ball shoulders on this guy. We talked about that during the CrossFit Total as well. He likes these kind of events. He likes to go big. He likes to go heavy. So if there is an event that's going to do well for him, this is going to be it. But he needs to grab that bar and get it off the floor and get it overhead quickly. Can't sit there and have a bobble on his shoulders.
Semi-final heat number 2 is underway. You saw Cody Anderson before the buzzer. He is the smallest man in this heat. Everyone is through the 280-pound bar and now on to the 290-pound bar. Noah Olsen, the first one to complete the jerk alongside Nick Urankar. Urankar moving up now to the 300-pound bar along with Noah Olsen. Craig Kenny will be third. Urankar is done, and he moves on to 305. He's at the bottom of your screen. Noah Olsen is through 300, as is Craig Kenny. And Cody Anderson is hanging tight. He is now in fourth place in the heat. Nick Urankar is through 305.
Look at that confidence in Nick down at the bottom of your screen, waving his arm, pumping the crowd.
Noah Olsen is done. Now, Olsen walked around his barbell. He's supposed to go over it, but the judge did not catch it. Nick Urankar is in. Olsen at 310. Olsen hits that over his barbell and across the finish line. Cody Anderson at the top of your screen may actually beat Craig Kenny, and he does. Kenny hits his lift at 310. That leaves John Colty as the only man left on the floor. 40 seconds to go before we hit the 2-minute time cap. Colty stands it up. And John Colty makes the lift count, and he will come across the finish line, and heat 2 of the semifinals is done. And Nick Urankar, a time of 53.84 seconds, takes the second semifinal heat.
And Nick did exactly what Nick can do and needed to do here. You know, we talk about the amount of confidence you need to have when you approach the bar, and he made these weights look exactly as easy as that first round of the quarterfinals. Watch him down the right-hand side of your screen, bottom part, nice and easy. But even with that, Noah Olsen right next to him didn't have any problems at all. Very strong for Nick, very confident. Here comes a nice split by Noah. Boom, very confident on that split. Great foot and speed positioning underneath the bar. And just to go to the all the way far side, left side of your screen with Cody Anderson, looked amazing. Very strong. Now, we do know that there normally is a penalty if you go around the bar, but here's what he did. He went to the chalk, so I'm not sure if the judge is letting that go because he went to the chalk or what. He wasn't trying to gain any sort of issue there, and he went to the chalk, so I think that may have been what the judge was doing. It's hard to say.
I just saw someone speaking to Noah Olsen. He was shaking his head a little bit. I think they may have informed him that he just incurred a 10-second penalty. He did not look happy walking off the floor, but Nick Urankar wins the heat as he looks to make his way into the finals, though. 2 heats remaining, and the fastest 5 times will make it. Winner take all final, but we have to take care of the semifinals first. 3rd of 4 semifinal heats. Brent Fikowski in lane number 5 trying to make his way into position to get on the podium for the 2nd straight year, but he needs to start scoring some points. Ben Smith, the 2015 fittest man on earth, also looking to get himself into the top 10. This guy smashed the first round, looking to do the same here in the semifinals. Jared Enderton, I know he was looking forward to getting his hands on some heavy barbells. Third semifinal heat. Ben Smith first at 280. He's in the middle of the screen in the blue top. He will clear that. Jared Enderton is at the top. He is also through 280, and now everyone has cleared the first barbell as we move on to 290 pounds. No problem for Ben Smith. It's Enderton and Smith neck and neck for the lead. Roy Gamboa and Brent Fikowski are tied for second, and Spencer Panchik is trailing. Enderton at the top of your screen, first man through 300. Roy Gamboa next to him, and then it's Ben Smith in the middle. The 3 of them work their way to the 305-pound barbell. Enderton completes his jerk. Ben Smith locks it out, as does Roy Gamboa. Enderton now to the final barbell, 310 pounds. Jared Enderton hits that, and for the 2nd straight time, Jared Enderton takes his heat. Ben Smith is in. Here comes Roy Gamboa, Brent Fikowski, And Saxon Panchik needs to lock this out.
Unreal.
Panchik is in.
Unreal.
Congratulations from Brent Fikowski, but that man, Jared Enderton, continues to impress here in event number 6. 54.38 seconds to take his heat.
So Jared Enderton, what I love about this guy is I'm a wrestler. He's a wrestler. So I got to give my props to him for that. But not only that, he is a strong man. So if you look on the left-hand side of your screen, strength in barbells is this guy's forte. And he handled this bar with no problem. Now, one thing that I thought was interesting was as we got to, I believe it was the third bar here, he started actually going into a squat clean position. You see him drop all the way into the squat. Everyone else, like Ben Smith, right in the middle of your screen, did a power clean. So even though he went for that full squat, he was able to get that bar off his shoulders or off the ground to his shoulders and then quickly get that up overhead. Whereas Ben Smith, with even a shorter distance, waited a lot longer in that front rack position. Jared looks so strong. Even with this, I think he tried to go for the jerk a little bit too soon here. A little bit of a bobble, but so powerful. Unbelievable finish, and I've been waiting to see that one go. I've been waiting to see him lift that weight.
Jared Enderton fired up as he looks to make his way into the winner-take-all final heat, but one semifinal heat remains.
The beard looks good.
Jared Enderton showing off some dance moves. That was pretty impressive for a guy to move like that. Final heat, 5 more athletes. Matt Fraser, who had the fastest time out of anybody in the quarterfinal heats, looking to duplicate that performance in this 4th and final heat.
You know, there's been a lot of talk with Matt about he's finally being pushed. And in that last heat, it was that face that he had. He looked like he was trying to tell everyone, like, hey, I'm still the guy. You can all talk about it, but I'm still the guy. He's now lined up with the guys that have moved the fastest out of the crew that started in that quarterfinals. I want to see if he's able to do that. I want not only the other guys to push him, but I want to see a race. I want to see these guys take a risk and do something big and special.
Don't make Matt Fraser angry. You would not like him when he's angry, and he only leads by 8 points. It's safe to say that Matt Fraser's pretty angry right now, looking to put some distance between himself and that man, Lucas Hogberg, who is just 8 points back of Fraser in the overall standings.
And Lucas has been aggressive in every single event. We've seen him attack, so I'd expect to see nothing different here.
Final semi-final heat. We start with a 280-pound barbell. Matt Fraser in the middle of your screen is through that with no problem. Fraser's in the lead. Next to him is Tim Paulson at the top of your screen, and on the other side is Lucas Hogberg. Fraser and Paulson now separate themselves. They are the first of the 300-pound barbell, and Scott Panchik is right behind them. Fraser hits that lift, and he continues to lead by about a half second over Tim Paulson. Scott Panchik at the bottom of your screen, moving into third, past Lucas Hogberg. Fraser is through, and he will get to the 310-pound barbell. Paulson behind him. Fraser drops the ball, but he'll get right back on it. Fraser has it stood up, as does Tim Paulson. Fraser will miss the jerk. Paulson is through. This could be huge for Lucas Hogberg. Fraser has it stood up. He will hit that. Hogberg hits his lift. Now Fraser is in, but he may not be advancing. Hogberg is in as well. The top 5 times advanced. Matt Fraser may not be one of them. Willie George is across the finish line.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
But the good news for Fraser is the guy right behind him probably won't be in that final heat as well. So Fraser will not be surrendering a ton of points to Lucas Hogberg. But all of a sudden, things are getting really interesting here in Madison, Wisconsin.